Hi, my name is Evan Baker. I work as a chief engineer for Cumulus Media radio station group, which is based here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. First and foremost, my main responsibility is the legal operation of our 8 radio stations here in the metro. We have to do all sorts of compliance things. We have to make sure that we are broadcasting within our accepted frequency ranges. We have to make sure that we are fulfilling our public duty and our civic duty by posting and relaying any public information that is required of the stations. Everything from severe weather alerts to Amber Alert systems. We also, our main station, KKOB AM, our flagship, is responsible for the state of New Mexico as the primary entry point for the national testing system. So we have to make sure that those operations are always up and running. On any given day, we're responsible for making sure that all the equipment runs from the moment you hear Bob Clark open up a microphone and start to talk and welcome you to your day. We make sure that his microphone can work, that his audio goes out not only on our airwaves but on our stream systems, and then we make sure that that there's enough power in our transmission systems that are on a separate site. That all of those components work and operate to push the audio out to everybody's car on either 770 AM or 96.3 FM. And that's any number of things can go wrong. From our internet goes down, our antenna system starts to fail because there's too much wind. There's a lot of things that go into it. But on any given day, we could be fixing a microphone processor that kind of amplifies our show host voice, to making sure that they can log into our computer systems here at the stations. We make sure that all their IT and passwords are up to date. We make sure they can print. Any number of real good, solid things go into it. My mother was actually with the State Broadcast Association, and she used to drag us along, for lack of a better word, to all the stations that she used to help. And I like the community, the camaraderie that was within all levels of these entities. And so later on in my life, I got the opportunity to work and to apply as a promotions assistant with our current stations that I work for. And I got to meet some wonderful people there. I learned a lot of experience. After that, I kind of moved into board opping and production for some of our live shows here. And that was fun. I got to do some play-by-play assistance with our at the time I think it was Bob Sosi, who's now with the Patriots broadcast group, Josh Susan, who's our current Albuquerque Isotopes play-by-play, and Robert Portnoy, our voice of the Lobos. So you meet and you converse and you build a team sort of functionality with these individuals. After that, I went into the military service. I did submarines for about 4 years. Can't speak too much on that, but what I did on the subs was submarine electronics computer field with a specialty in navigation. So I got to do a lot of electronics training, IT and network training. And that's really what kind of geared and prepped me for when I returned. My former mentor, Milt McConnell, was still in charge here at the stations, and I wound up hired back in. There was a guy who was retiring, and I wound up taking over for his job shortly after I arrived, probably about 3 months. And I just started working from there in the engineering side. And I've been doing that now for about 10 years. My high school experience was as varied as they come. I did soccer, I did cross country, track and field, Wrestling, I tried. I was in the marching band and concert bands. I participated a little bit in youth and government. We got a chance to go up to the state legislature and present during what is it, the mock session up there. Passing a bill and doing all the maneuvering that you see, that these legislators do on a day-to-day basis. At the time, really, I was very interested in electronics and math, and I had some of the best teachers, not from an AP-based sort of way. I just had a really good group of teachers who kind of pushed me to try these things. You're going to find these people who try to push you in directions and stuff like that. And all I can tell you is, dive right in, take the experience, have fun, enjoy yourself, try different things, because you never really know where it's going to lead to. If you've never really thought about radio, highly encourage you to do it. There's so many things that you can do in this business. As you've heard me say, production, board hopping, there's sales, there's on-air talents and stuff like that. We need everybody, but most importantly, we need engineers. Our engineers do everything, and I mean everything under the sun. I've had plenty of engineers who have done on-air stuff. I've had plenty of engineers who have moved on to IT and other enterprises, and I've had engineers who actually went on to own station groups themselves. So I mean, it's a wonderful opportunity to get in and learn the strategies and systems and things like that go into it. But consider radio, consider TV, consider broadcasting in general. There's so many ways to go with it, and you really don't know what you're capable of until you get in.